Hi there, this is Nishra from Nish Online Interior Design, Paint Color Consultation and Home Decor Content Writing. So today I'm back here with another wooden and paint color related video. We've already discussed various wooden finishes and what paint colors can best go with those particular wooden finishes. Today we're going to be talking about another very popular type of wood oak which is very popular in American homes, Canadian homes. A lot of builder grade homes have this finish on the kitchen cabinets, maybe on brick molds, maybe on flooring or even doors. Well yes, today we are going to be talking about 10 best Sherwin-Williams paint colors that go with maple. Maple is one of the most popular options for builder grade homes. You're quite likely to purchase a home out there and already observe maple being used maybe on the existing furniture, the flooring, the brick molds, the trims or even your kitchen cabinets. Regardless of the appearance, maple is still quite much in trend and is much adored by homeowners and interior designers. But if you're one of those homeowners or designers who don't particularly prefer a grain in their wood and who are looking to use a much creamier and neutral tone of wood, well something like white oak or light wood, then maple can be quite tricky and hard to deal with. Moreover, if you're not yet ready to change or upgrade the cabinets and maybe are looking for paint colors with just a fresh coat of paint that can revive and enhance your space, then this particular video is all for you. Well, in this article, I'm going to be disclosing my top 10 list of best Sherwin-Williams paint colors that go with maple wood trims, floorings and cabinets. Remember, just a few coats of complementary color can make your maple wood accents look elegant, rich and sophisticated. In general, the best colors that go with maple wood are soft creamy whites, beige and warm greige, soft blues and greens, light yellow and charcoal grey. So let's have a look at my top 10 list, but before I jump right into it, let's first talk about few important key factors to note when choosing the best colors that go with red oak or maple wood. Well, unlike cherry or mahogany, which are dominantly very bold and reddish brown based woods, maple is on the much subtle end of the scale. I wouldn't say that it's a very neutral tone of wood, but it does have a slightest reddish to pinkish undertone and you're quite likely to observe some grains running across its surface. Whereas there are certain lighter tone maple wooden finishes that have a much neutral to creamy base to them. On the other hand, which are slightly medium to darker tone, have dominant grains with a dominant reddish or a pinkish base to it. So in general, your maple wood flooring, furniture, trims or cabinets would best work in a warm tone color palette. So you can best complement some warmer tones of beige greige, some lighter pinks, some creamy yellows, some yellows with some creamy whites with yellow undertones and much more with it. Of course, you can choose a darker, cooler and bolder color as well, but only to accentuate it. So here are two ways that you can decorate with maple wood in your home. You can either camouflage or blend, or you can even accentuate it. Well, when camouflaging or blending with maple wood, you have to choose creamy off-whites or cooler off-whites or off-whites that have a slightest pink or red undertone to it. Else you may also choose a creamy or a off-white color which has a dominant yellow undertone to it to simply create a very monochromatic, modern and a blending environment. In this way, you're simply letting your maple cabinets or your maple flooring stand out and the white paint color which is going to be used on the walls is going to take the backstage. On the other hand, if you're looking to accentuate your wood and looking for a dark and bolder color to play an accent, you can either choose from blue greens, green greys, blue greys. You can even go with something like charcoal grey or a soft black color that can best complement with your maple cabinets or flooring, hence creating a very bold and dramatic appearance overall. So now that we've discussed some nitty-gritties of how to decorate with maple wood in your home, let's get on to my top 10 list of Sherwin-Williams paint colors that complement maple. And the first color on my list is Sherwin-Williams Snowbound. Well, Sherwin-Williams Snowbound is one of the best options to go for your maple kitchen cabinets. This paint color is quite neutral, but at the same time it has a touch of pink undertone to it, hence camouflaging and blending with your maple cabinets or flooring. This color has an LRV of 83, hence can be used to brighten the dull corners and make the home feel lively and airy with a modern statement. Yes, you can even use this color in a whole house scheme. So if you're looking to brighten the dull corners, or if you're looking for a white paint color that can be used with various maple accents in your home, then Sherwin-Williams Snowbound undeniably can play a wonderful role. It's light, airy, and can even play wonderfully in your bedrooms, your bathrooms, your kitchen, as well as the kitchen cabinets and your entryway door. You can check out my latest pre-packaged Sherwin-Williams Snowbound color palette for the whole house here on Etsy, as well as my website. Now the next color on my list is Sherwin-Williams Aesthetic White. Another calming Sherwin-Williams white paint color that best complements the maple cabinetry is Sherwin-Williams Aesthetic White. This is a cool white tone color with a subtle pink or violet undertone to best complement the undertones of maple wood. Moreover, this white color will not interfere with the undertones of maple wood, hence a classic and timeless choice. So Sherwin-Williams Aesthetic White has an LRV of 73, which means that it can be used as a whole house color for your medium or larger size homes. So if you're particularly not looking for the maple cabinets to stand out too bold, meanwhile you want your white paint color to have some substance and some depth or some undertone to it, then Aesthetic White can definitely play a wonderful option in your bedrooms, your living room, dining room, in your common areas, as well as your kitchen cabinets. Furthermore, with aesthetic white and maple accents, you can choose a satin brass finish on knobs, hardwares and your furniture frames or lighting fixtures to further complete the palette. You can check out my latest pre-packaged Sherwin-Williams Aesthetic White color palette for the whole house here on Etsy, as well as my website. Now the next color on my list is Sherwin-Williams Silver Strand. When looking for the best paint colors that go with maple cabinets, Sherwin-Williams Silver Strand is a contrasting hue that you can't miss. Especially for coastal style homes and beachy homes, Silver Strand by Sherwin-Williams can be used as an absolute accent to go. Now Sherwin-Williams Silver Strand has an LRV of 59, which means that it falls on the medium to slightly medium lighter end of the scale. Of course, I would say that you avoid using this color as a whole house scheme, but you can use this paint color as an accent to go with your maple cabinet. So let's say if you have Silver Strand kitchen upper and lower cabinets, you can have a vanity in your maple to create that utmost contrast. Like I earlier mentioned as well, green and red stand opposite to each other on color wheels, so they can really blend along really well with each other. Meanwhile, Silver Strand has more slate grey to it than green, so that means that you have a pale neutral color rather than a dominant green one. You can check out my latest pre-packaged Sherwin-Williams Silver Strand color palette for the whole house here on Etsy, as well as my website. Now the next color on my list is Sherwin-Williams Dried Thyme. Well, Sherwin-Williams Dried Thyme is a dark, earthy, organic, nature-inspired, bold green-grey paint color. Well, this particular sage green paint color can do wonders when paired with your maple cabinets or your furniture. Especially in your kitchen, you can choose to paint all your upper and lower cabinets in retreat and have an island just in maple, or even vice versa. You can even choose all your island kitchen upper and lower cabinets in Sherwin-Williams Dried Thyme and simply have your furniture, your bar stools and even your floating shelves in maple for the utmost earthy, organic and nature inspiring look. This color has an LRV of 21, hence can dominantly make a bold and dramatic appearance at all times. You must further add creamy or neutral whites on the furnishings and other walls to complete the palette. Also, don't shy from adding pampas elements, natural woven textures such as rattan, wicker and ample greenery to go. You can check out my latest pre-packaged Sherwin-Williams Dried Thyme color palette for the whole house here on Etsy, as well as my website. Now the next color on my list is Sherwin-Williams Tradewind. A soft, light and airy blue paint color like Sherwin-Williams Tradewind can absolutely make an impact with maple cabinets, flooring, furniture or trims. This is a beachy and breezy light blue color with just a touch of green undertone to make a calming and tranquilizing effect. Yes, this color has an LRV of 61, hence can considerably add an enhanced and bright ambience to the space. Well, Sherwin-Williams Tradewind can definitely add a fun-loving, vibrant, calming, tranquilizing and a lively ambience to the space. So, if you have maple accents in your home or you have maple accents in a specific space in your home, then you can definitely add Tradewind on the walls, ceilings, trims, your doors and windows to create that dreamy, dramatic and moody look. At the same time, since the cool undertones of Tradewind juxtaposed with the warm tones of maple, they can create a perfect sense of visual interest and contrast against each other. Now the next color on my list is Sherwin-Williams Mount Etna. A classic royal and rich color to try with maple accents is Sherwin-Williams Mount Etna. This is a teal blue paint color with considerable slate green and grey undertones. Hence also quite a moody, enriching and old color to help accentuate a space with maple flooring, furniture or cabinets. Mount Etna by Sherwin-Williams has an LRV of 6, hence requires considerable natural light to enter at all times. Now with the blend of Mount Etna walls and your maple cabinets, flooring or trims, you must further have a satin brass finish on your knobs, hardware and your lighting fixtures to add a rich luxe and splendor appeal. Meanwhile, at the same time, this combination is quite rich. So you can even experiment with an eclectic approach when painting all your walls, trims and moldings in Mount Etna, and you can simply introduce lighter tone fabrics and furnishings in creamy whites, in beiges or lighter greiges in the form of rugs, your decorative accessories to further tone down the space. Now the next color on my list is Sherwin-Williams Peppercorn. Like we've already discussed some blue greens, some blue greys, green greys and off whites or cream color that go with your maple cabinetry. Here's another color category that could best complement. So charcoal grey can perfectly work with your maple hardwood. So whether you plan to paint your fireplace surround in peppercorn or you have your kitchen cabinets in peppercorn, a blend of peppercorn and your maple accents can truly exhibit a touch of modern and contemporary to the space. This is a dark, bold and dramatic maple wood color palette and will always feel neutral and timeless. Since it's a rich, sophisticated shade of charcoal grey that can perfectly work for modern homes, you must allow ample natural light to enter at all times with an LRV of 10. Don't forget to add some satin brass on the hardware, lighting fixtures and knobs. You must even add white or creamy furnishings in the form of rugs, some decorative accessories or even artwork and curtains to go. You can check out my latest pre-packaged Sherwin-Williams Peppercorn color palette for the whole house here on Etsy as well as my website. Now the next color on my list is Sherwin-Williams Dover White. Choose an off-white paint color for maple cabinets to camouflage the warmth and coziness in the space. A classic example is Sherwin-Williams Dover White, which has deep notable yellow undertones. This off-white color with yellow undertones can make the space feel bright, breezy, sun-splashed and welcoming. So if you're looking for a white paint color that can further brighten up your space and make it look light, airy, enhanced and welcoming, then Sherwin-Williams Dover White can definitely make a beautiful choice. It has an LRV of 83, which means that it falls on the lighter to the very lighter end of the scale, and this color can even be used as a whole house color scheme. So definitely a yes. You can check out my latest pre-packaged Sherwin-Williams Dover White color palette for the whole house here on Etsy as well as my website. Now the next color on my list is Sherwin-Williams Agreable Grey. Well, Sherwin-Williams Agreable Grey is also one of the best selling and top paint colors by Sherwin-Williams. This is a greige paint color which is neither too warm nor too cool. At the same time, it has a perfect blend of beige and grey and can be used for your medium or larger sized home if you already have maple accents on board. This greige color by Sherwin has an LRV of 60, hence ideal to be used as a whole house color in larger homes as well, especially if you're looking for a monochromatic, modern, neoclassical and contemporary color palette. This is one suggestion that you must have an eye on. You can check out my latest pre-packaged Sherwin-Williams Agreable Grey color palette for the whole house here on Etsy as well as my website. Now the last color to go on my list is Sherwin-Williams Red and Point. Well, now I know that you must be confused. Why would I have a terracotta or a clay-like paint color to go with maple? Well, number one, maple and Red and Point definitely share tons and tons of similarities. Of course, we know that one of them is a wooden stain and the other one is a paint color. But when they're placed opposite to each other or right next to each other, it can create quite a nice, feminine and organic appeal in a space. Sherwin-Williams Red and Point is a deep reddish brown clay-like blush color that camouflages as well as blends with the maple wood palette. This can help create an inviting, welcoming and serene atmosphere without going over the top. Red and Point has an LRV of 30, hence you must allow considerable natural light to enter so the space feels refreshed, rejuvenated and lively. Now with Red and Point and maple cabinets, don't forget to add some natural woven textures like rattan, jute, wicker. You can even style with some macrame, some pampas grass and ample greenery to go. You can check out my latest pre-packaged Sherwin-Williams Red and Point color palette for the whole house here on Etsy as well as my website. So, which particular paint color did you like the most? Well, if you already have maple in your home, these paint colors can truly do the wonders. But if you're not particularly intrigued by any one of them, you can always reach out to me because there are some other colors from these color categories itself that would best go with maple as well. So, what are your thoughts on my top 10 list of Sherwin-Williams maple colors? But before I conclude, I would like to introduce you to my Etsy color package where I have all the information on red oak, maple, cherry or even mahogany. Here's a well curated pre-made color palette that I have created for maple colors on Etsy. It enlists all the exact paint colors that pair with maple wood, including how and where to use them in your whole house color palette. I have included 15 color palettes with these wooden complementary hues along with how to use each of those in various areas of your home. You'll also get the detailed material and fabric palette with each of these red oak color palettes. Another bonus is paint planner and a detailed guide on paint sheets for various areas of your home. You can have a look at this pre-packaged color palette on Etsy as well as my website. I've added the links below in the description box. Meanwhile, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel as I'm coming up with these color related videos every Monday. Until then, bye.